So if I can get you to focus on your shift from MTV to Y Films, where you followed your passion because you always wanted to do films. That's what you mentioned. What was going through in your mind? What were the fears? What are the things which you were hanging on to in that shift, and what did you need to give up
Sure.
in that shift?
Well, it's something that was always on my bucket list. Like I mentioned, that I want to make a movie someday. So while that was something that really excited me, I couldn't think of a better place to do that. So those were pieces that gave me comfort. I think I had a lot of comfort with Aditya Chopra because I think he's a fantastic storyteller and a great leader. But having said that, somewhere inside I was just peeing my pants. Like, hey, wait a minute. All said and done, I've been in a multinational kind of a setup all my life, be it Lintas, be it Viacom, 12 years at Viacom. And this is a very entrepreneurial Punjabi family household setup. What is his definition of youth films is entirely different from how I'm seeing it. And the team was essentially two people. That was me and a laptop and a person I happened to hire. And how am I really going to be able to do that? And really the lead times on making a movie are much longer than what you do in broadcast, right? At MTV, the advantage was we're thinking about something in the morning, and by tomorrow, that thing would be up on air. Versus in a film, no matter how fast and how tight you crunch your lead time, it's like making a baby. It's 9 months from the word go. So those were pieces I needed to wrap my head around, a much tighter, sharper team. Having said that, the basic parameters remained the same of storytelling, of talking to young people, because I was still talking to the same audience that I was doing at MTV. And given how young our country is, I mean, 65% of our population is below 35. Even if you're talking just 15 to 35, that's more than the entire population of the US and Japan put together. So that's a very large audience. So you can't really ignore that audience anymore, no matter what you're doing. It's not just about you selling jeans or sneakers, but even if you're selling life insurance, you better be talking to these people. So those parameters were spaces that came a little more naturally to me. So that gave me a certain amount of comfort. But I think wrapping my head around potentially what felt like a new cultural setup, what was in that sense not as large a setup for the world in terms of number of people working there at MTV versus Y Films or YRF. The lead times on telling a story were pieces that I was kind of figuring out. And of course, the business model on films is like the eighth wonder of the world. It makes no sense at all. I don't know why people do it. It's unlike you doing a Coca-Cola where you've cracked the magic formula. There's the secret formula, and then you've now bottled it, and then you're selling it since 100+ years. If you've cracked an incredible film, no longer can you just keep juicing that. It's back to ground zero for your next feature. I'm like, really? Why do you guys do that? It really, I can't figure it out. And ticket sales are the only thing that never goes up. It only goes down, right? So I'm like, really, what an insane business it is. So you need to be slightly crazy and, of course, completely passionate to really be in this business. And I guess I have both parts in equal measure. So it was an easy choice.